and said to Abu Sufyan, "You told a lie. By Allah, O enemy of Allah, all those you have mentioned are alive, and the thing which will make you unhappy is still there." Abu Sufyan said, "Our victory today compensates for yours in the Battle of Badr. And in war, the victory is always undecided and is shared in turns by by, by the belligerents. You will find some of your killed men mutilated, but I did not urge my men to do so. Yet I do not feel sorry for their deed." After that, he started reciting cheerfully, "O Hubal, be superior." On that, the Prophet said to his companions, "Why don't you answer him back?" They said, "O Allah's Messenger, what shall we say?" He said, "Say Allah is higher and more sublime than." Then Abu Sufyan said, "We have the idol of Al-Uzza, and you have no Uzza." The Prophet said to his companions, "Why don't you answer him back?" They asked, "O Allah's Messenger, what shall we say?" He said, "Say Allah is our helper, and you have no helper." The moral effect of this disastrous battle was such as to encourage some neighboring nomad tribes to make forays upon the Medinte territories, but most of these were repelled. More mutiny as charter members caused dissent. The Jews also were not slow to involve in trouble the Prophet and his followers. They tried to create disaffection among his people and slandered him and his adherents. They mispronounced the words of the Quran so as to give them an offensive meaning. They also caused their poets, who were superior in culture and intelligence, to use their influence to sow sedition among the Muslims. One of their distinguished poets, called Ka'b of the Bani an-Nadir, spared no efforts in publicly deploring the ill success of the idolaters after their defeat at Badr. By his satires against the Prophet and his disciples, and his elegies on the Meccans who had fallen at Badr, Ka'b succeeded in exciting the Quraysh to that frenzy of vengeance which broke out at Uhud. He then returned to Medina, where he continued to attack the Prophet and the Muslims. Men and women. In terms of the most obscene character, though he belonged to the tribe of Bani an-Nadir, which had entered into this compact with the Muslims and pledged itself both for the internal and external safety of the state. He openly directed his acts against the Commonwealth of which he was a member. Another Jew, Salam by name, of the same tribe, behaved equally fiercely and bitterly against the Muslims. He lived with a party of his tribe at Khaybar, a village 5 days' journey northwest of Medina. He made every effort to excite the neighboring Arab tribes against the Muslims. The Muslim Commonwealth, with the object of security, safety among the community, passed a sentence of outlawry upon Ka'b and Salam. The members of another Jewish tribe, namely Bani Kainuka, were sentenced to expulsion from the Medinite territory for having openly and knowingly infringed the terms of the compact. It was necessary to put an end to their hostile actions for the sake of maintaining peace and security. The Prophet had to go to their headquarters, where he required them to enter definitively into the Muslim Commonwealth by embracing Islam or to leave Medina. To this they replied in the most offensive terms, You have had a quarrel with men ignorant of the art of war. If you are desirous of having any dealings with us, we shall show you that we are men. They then shut themselves up in their fortress and sent the Prophet and his authority at defiance. The Muslims decided to